Did you know that coffee is the second most popular beverage in the world, right after water? Every day, an astonishing 2.4 billion cups of coffee are enjoyed across the globe. Coffee has a rich history spanning over 1,000 years, with plantations spread across more than 60 countries, leading this global coffee culture. Revolution is none other than Nescafé. Every day, Nescafé delivers over 1 billion cups of delicious coffee, energizing spirits and connecting millions of people with each sip. Worldwide today, join us on a journey to uncover the fascinating process behind Nescafé's instant coffee production. Step inside the factory and witness the magic unfold as green coffee beans are transformed into a rich, flavorful cup of coffee right before your eyes. The journey of a delightful cup of Nescafé. Nescafé begins in the lush, fertile lands of the Bean Belt, a region near the equator blessed with nutrient-rich, red, volcanic soil and a hot, humid climate perfect for coffee cultivation. Beyond this belt, coffee isn't grown anywhere else in the world. Brazil, which contributes a staggering 38% of the global coffee supply alongside Vietnam and several African nations, stands out on the world coffee map as home to high-quality coffee beans. Coffee plants are perennials, taking 3 to 4 years from planting to start flowering and bearing fruit. Interestingly, with proper care, a coffee tree can continue producing cherries for up to 200 years within the diverse world. Of coffee, the two most renowned and widely loved coffee bean varieties are Arabica and Robusta. Arabica accounts for 70% of the world's coffee production and is celebrated for its delicate aroma and mild, pleasant acidity. You can easily recognize Arabica beans by their oval shape and distinctive wavy center crease. On the other hand, Robusta offers a bolder, more intense flavor with a signature bitterness and higher caffeine content. Robusta beans are typically rounder and have a straighter center. Nescafé masterfully blends Arabica and Robusta beans in unique ratios to create its range of instant coffee products, offering a variety of rich flavors to suit the diverse preferences of coffee lovers. Worldwide, on the lush green coffee farms, farmers closely monitor their pride and joy as the timing of the harvest is crucial in determining the quality of the coffee beans. Only when the coffee cherries turn bright red, reaching their peak flavor, do the farmers begin the harvest. The journey from the blooming of coffee flowers to the ripening of the cherries typically takes 6 to 9 months. During this time, the young buds grow steadily, transitioning from green to yellow and finally to a vibrant red, signaling that the harvest season has arrived. When about 95% of the cherries on the tree have turned deep red, with just a few green ones left, skilled farmers begin their work. They meticulously select the ripe, bright red cherries, gently picking them while leaving the unripe ones on the tree to continue maturing. To ensure the exceptional quality of each coffee bean, farmers adhere to strict guidelines. For every 100 cherries harvested, no more than 10 can be green. With patience and care, they return multiple times to collect the remaining cherries as they ripen, ensuring not a single cherry is left behind. Each farmer carries a basket on their back, moving diligently between rows of coffee trees. Once their basket is filled with about 6 pounds of ripe cherries, they continue their diligent work. Cherries, they bring it to the collection area. This process continues until every ripe cherry has been carefully harvested. On modern, large-scale coffee plantations, hand-picking can be a challenge to boost productivity and efficiency. Advanced coffee harvesting machines have been developed. In just 30 seconds, these machines can strip an entire coffee tree of its ripe cherries at lightning speed. The secret lies in the 2 rotating drums inside the machine, each equipped with 1,500 flexible rods, spinning in opposite directions at an astonishing speed of up to 1,000 rotations per minute. This rapid motion creates intense vibrations that shake the coffee tree, causing the ripe cherries to fall simultaneously onto collection trays below. The harvested cherries then pass through a basic filtering system to remove leaves and small branches before being transferred to specialized trucks for further processing. This innovative technology has revolutionized the coffee industry, making large-scale harvesting faster and more efficient than ever. The freshly harvested coffee. Cherries continue their journey to the primary processing area. Here, every single bean undergoes a rigorous inspection round under the watchful eyes and skilled hands of experienced workers. Each cherry is carefully observed and meticulously sorted. Cherries that are bruised, underripe, or show signs of pests or disease are discarded without hesitation. This sorting process, though seemingly straightforward, is absolutely crucial to ensuring the quality and flavor of the coffee. Attention to detail at this stage lays the foundation for producing exceptional coffee, making it an indispensable step in the journey from farm to cup. After passing the rigorous inspection, the ripe red coffee cherries are laid out to sunbathe on expansive drying patios. This traditional dry processing method, also known as natural or unwashed, allows the cherries to dry naturally under the radiant golden sunlight. Gradually, the cherries turn a deep brown, releasing an increasingly rich and alluring aroma. The drying process typically takes 20 to 30 days, depending on the weather, to achieve the ideal moisture content of 11 to 12%. Farmers must frequently turn the cherries, ensuring they dry evenly and preventing mold, which could compromise the quality. Once the cherries are fully dried and have reached the perfect moisture level, they move on to the next stage of their transformation. The harvested coffee cherries are fed into specialized machinery where intense vibrations awaken the coffee beans hidden inside the dried outer husk. Through constant friction caused by the vibrating motion, the tough outer layer gradually separates, revealing smooth, shiny brown coffee beans. The beans then pass through a multi-layered sorting system with differently sized screens. Beans that fail to meet the size standards are removed, leaving only the finest, most uniform beans selected for the next step of the coffee journey. In addition to the dry processing method, coffee can also be processed using the wet method, also known as the washed process. This technique involves removing the fruit's outer layer before drying, resulting in a cleaner, more refined flavor and higher value coffee. The process begins with freshly harvested coffee cherries being carefully screened to remove impurities such as branches, leaves, or underdeveloped green cherries. Next, the cherries are washed thoroughly in water, eliminating dirt and softening the outer skin to prepare for the depulping stage. The highlight of the washed process is the use of a large centrifugal drum spinning at an incredibly high speed. The powerful centrifugal force efficiently separates the pulp from the coffee beans. This method not only ensures precision, but also preserves the quality of the beans for the next stages of production. The transformation journey of coffee beans doesn't end here. After the outer layer is removed, the beans are still covered in a sticky coating known as mucilage. To remove this layer, the beans are sent through a long water channel where they undergo a unique workout. Skilled workers use specialized tools to continuously stir the flowing water, creating friction that helps the mucilage detach from the beans. The clear water washes away the residue, leaving behind clean, polished coffee beans. Finally, after being thoroughly rinsed, the pristine beans are collected at the end of the channel and prepared for drying. Similar to the process used for drying whole cherries, the goal is to reach the ideal moisture content that allows the coffee flavors to fully develop and be preserved for the next stages of production. However, since these beans have already been stripped of their outer layers, the drying process is significantly shorter. It takes only 7 to 10 days of sunbathing under natural sunlight or drying in modern machines for the beans to achieve the desired moisture level of 11 to 12%. This shortened drying time not only saves labor and effort, but also minimizes risks from unpredictable weather conditions such as sudden rain or high humidity, which could compromise the quality of the coffee. Beans, after the drying process, move on to the polishing stage to achieve a flawless appearance. They are fed into specialized polishing machines where large, textured stones gently rub against the beans. This friction removes any remaining husks while buffing the beans to a smooth, shiny finish that looks both polished and appealing. Next, the polished beans are transferred to vibrating sorting tables. These tables operate based on the principle of gravity, meticulously sorting the beans into three main grades: grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3, corresponding to the quality and size of the beans. This step ensures that only the finest beans meet the standards for premium coffee production. In addition to advanced sorting technologies, an essential manual inspection step is also applied. Under the watchful eyes and skillful hands of experienced workers, each coffee bean is meticulously checked once again. Even the smallest imperfections, such as chips, uneven sizes, or off-color beans, are carefully removed to maintain the highest quality. With their refined sense of smell and taste, expert cuppers identify beans with unusual aromas or off-putting flavors, such as excessive sourness or bitterness, that do not meet the standard. Only the beans that pass this rigorous final test are deemed worthy to continue their journey toward becoming a perfect cup of coffee. After undergoing strict inspections, meticulous grading, and meeting the highest quality standards, the coffee beans move on to the packaging stage. Each type of bean is carefully weighed to an exact 69 kilograms and poured into durable sacks designed to protect the beans during transportation. The sacks are securely sealed using specialized sewing machines, ensuring the coffee beans remain in optimal condition throughout their journey. Once sealed, the sacks are neatly stacked into sturdy piles, ready for transport to their next destination, whether it's a roastery or a distribution point. But how do these coffee beans transform into 1 billion cups of high-quality coffee each year? Let's visit a Nescafé factory where 2,000 employees work tirelessly to produce instant coffee. As soon as the coffee sacks arrive at the factory, they are loaded onto an automated conveyor system and transported to the processing area. Here, the sacks are automatically opened, releasing the coffee beans, which flow down to a filtering system for another round of quality checks. Using multi-layered screens, the filtering system removes any remaining impurities such as stones, pebbles, or small husk fragments, ensuring only the finest beans proceed to the next stage of production before officially entering the furnace. The coffee beans undergo a gradual introduction to heat in a specially designed hot air chamber. Inside this chamber, streams of precisely controlled hot air gently embrace the beans, gradually raising their temperature to prevent any sudden changes as they transition to the roasting process. Next, up comes the roasting stage, the heart of the production process where the signature aroma and flavor of Nescafe are brought to life. The beans are fed into massive industrial double-layered rotating drums, heated to ideal temperatures ranging from 374 to 536 degrees Fahrenheit. Inside the roasting drums, specialized paddles continuously stir the beans, ensuring even heat distribution and preventing scorching. Roasting time is a critical factor that determines the final flavor profile of the coffee. It typically lasts between 8 and 20 minutes, depending on the type of coffee and the desired flavor characteristics. Interestingly, the roast time also affects the caffeine content. Lightly roasted beans, which are roasted for a shorter time, retain more caffeine and deliver a bright acidity with a delicate aroma. In contrast, dark roasted beans, which undergo a longer roast, have lower caffeine content but provide a rich, bold and captivating flavor. After roasting, the coffee beans are emptied into large cooling trays where powerful fans blow air from below while mechanical arms stir the beans. This process, lasting about 5 to 10 minutes, halts the roasting process and locks in the flavor. Once cooled, the roasted beans move onto the grinding stage. The robust beans pass through a series of specially designed rollers where they are meticulously and uniformly ground into coarse coffee powder. The freshly ground coffee is then transferred to massive holding tanks. Here it is combined with hot water at a precise ratio, similar to brewing coffee but on a much larger and more controlled scale. This process creates a concentrated coffee mixture. Under the influence of pressure, the pure coffee essence gradually settles at the bottom of the tanks. From there, it is pumped onto flat conveyor belts, ready for the next phase of production. The conveyor essence moves directly into a specialized freezing chamber. Here, at a controlled temperature of -50 degrees Celsius or -58 degrees Fahrenheit, advanced freeze-drying technology is applied to remove excess water. This process freezes the coffee, preserving its full flavor and aromatic compounds. To ensure safety in this extreme environment, the workers are equipped with specialized thermal clothing. Once frozen, the coffee continues its journey to another. The coffee beans enter the grinding machine where they are further ground into smaller particles, ready for the extraction process. However, the coffee's journey doesn't end there. To achieve the final perfection, it must go through the spray drying process. The finely ground coffee is fed into a massive spray drying machine. Inside this machine, the coffee extract is sprayed through high-pressure nozzles, forming countless ultra-fine droplets. At the same time, a stream of hot air reaching up to 900 degrees Fahrenheit and moving at an astonishing speed of 400 miles per hour immediately evaporates the water from these droplets. What remains are tiny solid coffee particles that settle at the bottom of the machine, forming the fine powder we know as instant coffee. From powder, the product moves to the automated packaging stage. Hundreds of clean glass jars travel continuously on conveyor belts, ready to be filled with the fragrant coffee. At an impressive speed, each jar is filled in under a second. The production line operates at a capacity of 350 jars per minute. Running for over 11 hours to package 200,000 jars of coffee each day, the entire packaging process is conducted in a modern, vacuum-sealed environment to ensure the coffee's quality is preserved for up to 24 months. Once filled, each jar is airtight, sealed to lock in the fresh flavor, ready to awaken the senses with every spoonful of Nescafé. Labels are then precisely applied and the jars are packed into groups of 6, ready for distribution from the production plant. These jars of Nescafé are transported to supermarket shelves, carrying the signature convenience and flavor of instant coffee. They create delightful moments of relaxation for coffee lovers around the world. If you find this journey interesting and want to discover more fascinating secrets about the food production process, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a video.